All right, everyone, welcome back into another Prize Picks video. Going to be touching on the top prop bets today for Taco Tuesday on Prize Picks. The first taco has dropped, and that's going to be Damian Lillard for over 22.5 points. Now, a lot of people are probably going to see this and look at the game log and not like the bet, but honestly, guys, anytime we are getting a discount that is typically going to be the best bet on the board, we should just be taking that, right? We're making bets off of the percent likelihood for a bet to hit, and this is obviously going to be one of the best bets for us on the day today. Going against Atlanta, pretty good matchup there as well, so obviously we're going to be taking that one. And so we go ahead here and jump on into the top prop bets for Prize Picks today. The best one is going to be Andre Drummond to get under 1.5 blocks and steals. Now, these are typically bets that I don't like to target, but we look at the game log, has been pretty darn consistent there. So if you guys want to run with that one, you certainly can. The next best bet that we are going to see is going to be Fred VanVleet for under his fantasy score. Now, I do want to call it that the projection data is favoring the over here, giving him about 33 for its projected fantasy score. But the average sportsbook line is kind of telling us the opposite, only giving him about 27. So the fantasy score at 29 does seem to be a little bit too high. If we go into the NBA tab, what we're going to notice here as well is that he has been on a bad trend lately where he hasn't been able to get this over recently. Now, if we look at the matchup here with Indiana, he has gone this over in a previous game where he went for 40 in that game, had 35 minutes in that game there as well. So we don't exactly like that aspect. We are betting on what he's been able to do recently to be something that continues here as well. So not exactly a great bet that I love. I'm still going to be placing it because it is the best bet on the board, but I don't think it's foolproof. I would love to see the projection data also agree, and I would also love to see that the previous matchup he had also gotten the under. Now from there, we are going to go ahead and get into some college basketball prop bets. We got Kobe Brea for under his points and rebounds. Now, that's going to be the theme today in college basketball. That just seems to be the case. For whatever reason, the points and rebounds prop bets, we're always seeing them kind of favored for the under. Okay, so we got Isaiah Coleman as another one. We got Brandon Smith as well. Two prop bets that I like slightly more, just given the fact that the projection data is also liking the under. We'll take a peek at all three of those, though. So we look at the game log here for Kobe Brea. Is that Brea or Brea? I need to look that up. Too many names, guys. I covered too many names. Anyways, we do see that the game log does probably call out that, yeah, you probably will be getting closer to the under here. We'll take a peek at Coleman. Coleman, we got a funny thing going on right now. So popular bet is actually his assists. We'll take a peek at that, see as to why. Oh, lots of green. Okay, that's funny. But you guys know the name of the game. We're placing the best bets possible, and we know that it's always just funny how that's the thing. But look at his points and rebounds here, game log wise. I'm surprised that this isn't a popular bet, okay? I know people like to make bets just based off of swiping through. Obviously, we know it's a bad way to go about betting. But you look at a cheat sheet like 9 to 5, and I know there's others out there that do what I do, not at the price, but you see a bet like this popping up as a good bet, and you look at the game log. Like, I don't know, if I was one of those people that likes to swipe and do the last 5, this would be one where I also see the data be like, yeah, double verification. That's a good bet. It's just funny that the assist one is a good. People are placing that as a good bet. It's just weird. We'll take a peek at Brandon Smith as well, which was another bet that was popping up here for the under points and rebounds. And again, the data like the under here. We're going to see again. He's only gotten the over 2 out of the last 5 games as well. So all 3 of those college basketballs seemingly pretty good. Obviously, the Colby one, the first one, not as good on paper, just simply because of the projection data being slightly higher. Not too much more. I mean, if you guys like that, you can. So on the live stream on Saturday, guys, I gave you guys a 3-slip Prize Picks bet, the top 3 bets that I liked. One of them missed. It was VJ. So I kind of mentioned I would be doing them all as individual bets. If you guys used that, you had a push day. On Underdog, you probably had a massive day. The top 3 prop bets that I recommended all cash, which was very nice there on the Underdog or on that live stream on Saturday. Apologies for not being able to get a video out yesterday or on Monday and on Sunday. As you guys are noticing, maybe I did add in the time slot on the cheat sheet as well. I got that in for both Prize Picks and Underdog. And for Underdog, for what it's worth, guys, I added in esports and soccer prop bets into that as well. So lots of small updates that just took a little bit too much time. That's why I wasn't able to get out as much content as I would like. But we'll take a peek here at VJ for over his fantasy score. And the thing about him, in his last game, we know that he just simply was not shooting the basketball well and still almost got that over considering the line that we had today. So he is coming in off of that, kind of poor night shooting. You would expect him to have a better night shooting in this game, that typical regression back to the mean. And so I do like this one a little bit more. We are getting some pretty darn good edges today in college basketball. And then, all right, guys, we have another good points and rebounds profit that's popping up. We got McKenzie for under his points and rebounds. Again, look at the projection at 11.3. Let's actually take a peek at his game log as well. And again, guys, a nice, good game log. Like, how isn't this a good popular bet? The projection data likes the under. The average Vegas line is telling us about the under, and the game log is telling us about the under. I'm kind of fascinated by the psychology behind the popular bets on PrizePicks. I know in some cases, for the NBA at least, a lot of the popular bets are sometimes popular bets because people jump on early edges, good bets, let's say for this, where they're betting on the under. And then let's say this gets down to 16. This could be listed as a popular bet because a lot of people bet on it, but just not at that original line. And that's another reason as to why you should not look at the popular tab, because they're just showing bets that people have made a bunch on a certain player and their prop. They're not accounting for the line, which to me is pretty dishonest, and I do kind of hate that they do that. But another good points and rebounds line here today. It's crazy, guys. Dylan Harper, points and rebounds, projection data, likes the over. I don't need to go through all these. We have a ton of them, guys. If you like some of these, by all means, go for it. Let's see some other spots. We got Isaiah Newell for under his fantasy score. Again, looking at the projection data likes the over. Guys, we are just getting a lot of good bets, okay? This is kind of your prototypical high volume day, a day that we should be placing a lot of bets because we have a lot of college basketball prop bets. Now, again, I do want to call it, as always, once we start to get some underdog fantasy score lines, both for NBA and underdog, and guys, holy crud, it has been a pretty interesting last couple of days in the NBA. We have seen some pretty massive prop line differences between PrizePicks and underdog. In some cases, getting lines where they were off by 3 and off by 2, which doesn't happen as much in the NBA. It does happen a decent amount in college basketball. So that's been a nice spot for us, especially on PrizePicks where that's been occurring more. But again, guys, getting so many good bets here. I do want to call out Damian Lillard here. His points line we saw there, that's a discount here. Don't love the fact that we're being told to bet on his under fantasy score. And so again, guys, a lot of great prop bets. That's going to be for you guys to decide. I don't want this video to go too long here, so I am going to go ahead and get into the bet of the day. But first, do want to remind you guys of another site here that offers daily discounts, and that's going to be Betr. Okay, guys, so take advantage of this. They give us daily NBA prop discounts, and it's been a nice little edge. And the nice thing about Betr is that their lines that they're giving out to us heavily correlate with PrizePicks lines. And so if any of the bets that I called out to you guys seem like good bets and you guys want to make them, by all means, go for it. I'll pull it up here right now. Today we are getting Giannis for over his points. It's not a massive discount, guys. They're not giving us massive discounts each day, but they are giving us enough. Okay. And so that's the key thing. And then we got LeBron as well. So 8%, not a lot, but that stuff does add up. And if we can chase good bets, like right now we are getting fantasy score prop bets. And so if you guys want to run out that under fantasy score for Fred VanVleet, by all means, we could do that there as well. And again, their lines have correlated much more with PrizePicks than with underdog. So if we do get some of those under fantasy scores for underdog, and we're seeing that the PrizePicks line is a little bit too high, we could also attack that here on Betr as well. So take advantage of that, guys. Link in the description below to join. Use that. That's a simple and easy way to help out the channel as well. And while we're at it, guys, underdog has been giving us so many boosts and discounts. You should be able to take advantage of them, and hopefully you have been able to take advantage of them. I know the Discord has been showing us some screenshots of people having success, and I love that. Love to see that success there for the Discord. Always fun to see. And then lastly, guys, last plug before we get into the 9 to 5 bet of the day, make sure to be signing up for the 9 to 5 membership, guys. If you guys want the best bets each day on a simple, easy to absorb cheat sheet, head on over to 9to5sports.com. Get access to all the best bets every day for just $10 a month, guys. Take advantage of it. It's the best deal. And what's interesting about it is there's other fantasy sites that do what I do, but they don't have the same lines. It's actually crazy. Like, we're getting a lot more soccer prop bets. We're getting the college basketball fantasy score prop bets a lot more, popping up consistently in there. And you guys get it for $10 a month, guys. Take advantage of that. It's a great value. I do want to call out the 9 to 5 membership is more designed for desktop tools, just as an FYI. You can use it on mobile devices, and I did just make it a little bit more mobile friendly as well. You guys can zoom in and kind of see what you want to see in terms of the good prop bets, but I did want to call that out. If you're trying to use the full functionality of the tools, it is designed a little bit more for desktop. But looking at it, guys, we have 5 pretty good prop bets on the day. Again, if you guys want to attack some of those other ones, you can by all means go for that, but I wanted to show you guys these 5 right now. And again, as always, if we can compare them against some underdog lines, we want to be doing that there as well. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Good luck. And as always, let's keep cashing.